Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, like I always say, welcome to the channel. Today is Friday, September 30th, 2022, and I hope that you're all doing well, that you had a great week, and that you had a great September. It's hard to believe that another month has come and gone, but it has. So in today's video, I'm going to do what I've done at the end of every month this year, and that is to give a brief recap of how September went, as well as discuss my intentions for the upcoming month, October of 2022. So I'm just going to jump right into it. September was a pretty good month. It was an interesting month from a professional standpoint. I have continued to plug away and grow in my new role as an account executive with Ignite and have really picked up some momentum, really starting to develop a process in acquiring new clients, new business, and I am confident that August or October, I almost said April, then I said August. October will be the month that things really take off. So I'm really excited about that. I have some great mentors at Ignite, some great people in my corner, a great support system within the organization that are assisting me in developing that process as well as offering constructive feedback as I move forward and through this venture. So everything looks really good, and I couldn't be happier with how things are progressing. So that's how things are going professionally, personally, or otherwise. Foundation Fighting Blindness. So as I announced yesterday, it's Vision Walk season for the Pittsburgh chapter, and we had our Vision Walk kickoff on Saturday, September 17th. There weren't a lot of people that came to the event at the restaurant that we went to. However, it was a very interesting, very small, engaged group, and that made for a very good conversation. It made for a little bit of an informal event, which is good. I actually prefer the more informal the better for me, to me. And it was a very, like I said, very small, intimate, tight group, and people had a lot of good things to say, a lot of interesting stories to share about their own journeys with vision loss or with knowing people with vision loss, and it was a very fun, very interesting event. And I continue to, as always, exercise consistently, eat healthy consistently, running 4 days a week, lifting a couple of those days as well, eating healthy most days, and just trying to stay healthy and fit and control everything about myself that I can possibly control from a business standpoint, professional standpoint, health, fitness, wellness, and how I decide to contribute to my community, through my activities with the Foundation Fighting Blindness and otherwise. So September was a lot of that, and that's really that's really sort of it. I've been enjoying a lot of Penn State football. Penn State's played 4 times so far, and I absolutely love Penn State football. I might even love Penn State football more than Steeler football, especially because the Steelers aren't doing too well. However, I do enjoy watching the Steelers as well as some other interesting football games, both at the college and the professional level. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. It's just a part of fall, which fall really this year has become, I think, my favorite season. It's kind of been a toss up over the years between fall and summer, but I think this year with the weather changing, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, it's very the weather this time of year just gives me a kind of just sort of a feeling. I feel happy, I feel peaceful. It's just something about it. So, fall is my favorite season for a ton of reasons. Football, weather, whatever. So, that's been September. So, it's about all I can think of. Might be missing something. Who knows? If anything comes up that's important, I'll make another video about it. As for October, October is going to be a big month because first and foremost, it is the Vision Walk for Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Vision Walk is taking place on I said in a video yesterday, Saturday, October 29th, 2022, on the Great Lawn at what used to be called Heinz Field, which is now called Acrisure Stadium. And we've really been, since the kickoff a couple weeks ago, we've really been upping the ante on fundraising and trying to get people signed up, create teams on the website, show up for the walk. We're hoping for about 275 or so people. And if anybody here who's watching this video is in the greater Pittsburgh area or has an interest in attending the Vision Walk, please reach out, let me know. I can send you the information. Or you can go back to my previous video where I announced the Vision Walk, and you can follow a couple of links for more information about that, including the link to my team page, which is called, I failed to announce it in my last video, and my team that I created this year is called We Are the Impossible. Now, for the last 4 years, it's been We See Hope. That's been my team page, but this year I decided on We Are the Impossible because I feel that that is more relevant, to the mission, as well as the people that the mission seeks to serve, and to myself in my own life. It's more akin to myself in my own life now than We See Hope, which was my team name in years past. So we are the impossible because we are in fact doing and being the impossible every single day as we strive to be all that we can be in the face of this condition, as well as the people who are striving to cure this condition and find treatments for it. So that's where the team name came from this year. As far as anything else, next month is Blindness Awareness Month. So I'll be doing several posts throughout the month, not only some maybe informative videos about retinitis pigmentosa and inherited retinal diseases in general, but I'll also be talking about how blindness and visual impairment has affected my life in certain ways, and how loss of sight has given me increased vision, so to speak. I have a couple of ideas on what I'm going to do with that, and that's going to be an exciting thing that I do from a content delivery standpoint in October. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There is going to be a lot to talk about. And finally, on the sort of FFB front for October, I'm going to be traveling in mid-October to upstate New York to go camping for a day or two, day and a half, with a couple of my friends in the retinitis pigmentosa community that I've grown close with over the last couple of years. I'm going to be going with the RP guys, Mike Tubiak, Steve Johnson. I'm going to be going with Lance Johnson, who I also have done a podcast with and appeared on his podcast, as well as Vinny Kayada, who I've also befriended through those other guys in the RP, in the big RP group online. We've developed a smaller group of a handful of us who have really grown really close, and we all have a lot in common, and it's been a real pleasure and a joy to share so intimately our experiences and our frustrations and just of ourselves, in our smaller group of guys who've really just grown a great connection with each other over the last period of months. So we're going to be camping, and I'll definitely be filling you guys in on that. We're going to be camping at one of our other friends' house, Ed. He has offered to allow us to camp in his backyard in upstate New York, and that's kind of like a neutral location for everybody. So, with the exception of Steve, who has to fly in from the UK, but anyway, it'll be really interesting, and I'm excited to report on that once it's passed. So that's right in the middle of October, and then after that, like I said, is the Vision Walk at the very end of the month. Professionally for October, really the goal is to just get as many potential clients in the pipeline, candidates in the pipeline as possible, and get as many clients signed up with Ignite as I can, and grow my presence within my industries that I'm dealing in, and really getting things going. The ball's been rolling for a couple months now, but now it's time to hit some pins. So things are going really well with that. Again, I'm really appreciative of all of that, and I don't really think that things could be going any better than they are. So that's really all I wanted to say today in the video. Oh, and of course, just continuing to exercise and eat healthy, and because that's a very important part of my life. It's something I've been doing for about the better part of a decade now, since I was in college, and it may seem, trivial to some people when I talk about it in videos like this, but it is important. It is why I am sort of where I am today, health wise, is just my dedication to that. And I may talk about that more in a video this month when I talk about how blindness and visual impairment has driven me to be certain things in certain ways. So just going to continue to enjoy life and control what I can control and strive for peace in the things that I can't control, and have a really good October, and really have a really great, fruitful, happy, healthy, fun fourth quarter that'll lead us into an even better 2023. So can't wait to tell you guys how the month goes. Thank you all for watching. Love you all very much. Have a great weekend. Have a great October. I'll see you all in the next video.